Welcome to the podcast, Hater Proof, mostly about self-improvement and good for your listening parts. Stay tuned. This is Post-Grad on Hater Proof. Also support this podcast. It helps me to keep making them and leveling up with this podcast. And you'll be leveling up the podcast for those that are hater proof. And so that's good for the environment. Support. Oh, why'd you do that? Okay, so it's fine. Okay, so anyway, welcome to Hater Proof, my podcast. Dale.
Well, thank you for having me.
Cool. Okay, so the first question. Let me make sure we all get through this before you get sleepy again. If you want to go to sleep or go get some food or something. Okay. So, how was graduation?
It was good. It was a little stressful. It had a little bit of ups and downs, and like you said from the last time we talked, just to be optimistic about things.
Yeah.
Had to move forward with thinking that everything was going to turn out A-okay, which it did in the long run. I had to jump through a few hurdles, but for the most part, I'm satisfied with it. I'm just looking for next steps and trying to obtain a job now.
Right. So I think the little optimism section that we shared worked, huh?
Well, yeah. I mean, you put that positive energy out there. It's supposed to come back to you, right? Eventually, like the boomerang effect, right?
Yeah. So good. I'm glad for you. So yeah. you spent it was a 4-month program, and you finally made it. So what's your next step? What now?
Well, currently right now I'm just surfing LinkedIn, Indeed, setting up my profile through Hunter right now, and just looking through some of the resources that I have at my disposal. I'm actually planning on taking another course here to get another certificate. So then that way I can kind of like get a little bit further with my understanding. I don't want to come in to a situation where I'm biting more than I can chew, because a lot of the jobs are asking for like 3 to 5 years or even up to 7 years of knowing the ins and outs of some of this stuff. When you look at jobs, it's kind of daunting because it's like you just finished this course and you're looking to showcase your skills that you learned while at the program. I'm going to grab some more data off the internet. I'm going to scrub it. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to submit another project, with Python. I'm going to do some Excel work. Oh, sorry about this. But overall, just like, just working with what I learned, trying to get my skills up and trying to, kind of hit the ground running when it comes to these things. I think it is a good aim for me right now. Another project, not a capstone, but another project. It, and he's like, I got this Google Analytics certificate, So I'm looking at it like, if I do this, then then I want to make sure that I'm doing it right.
I'm recording this.
What do you mean?
I'm recording.
Recording what? On your podcast?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, do you?
I mean, it's just us talking, so it's fine.
I do not consent to this. So
you don't? I mean, I'll stop it. I'll stop it if you don't want to.
I'm just kidding.
But I mean, this is just us, kicking it. It's fine. He's just a guest on my podcast. I mean, just as long as we don't, cuss too bad or something. I think it's fine. I mean, I'm not saying that my podcast is one of those podcasts where you could just like cuss all you want or something, because I think kids will be listening, so I don't really think that a lot of profanity should be on here. But I mean, other than that, it's just us talking. It doesn't matter. It's cool.
You do you, I'll do me.
Okay, so finish talking about this. So we're looking at this LinkedIn learning that you can do, and it's $20 a month. And why did it say Google Analytics at the top?
It just says Google Analytics tutorials, so I'm not sure. Not sure too much about like if you get a certificate from this or if you just get like a kind of like one of those kudos things after you complete it. Essentially, like just looking over it, it looks like it's expert-led courses, and a lot of this is based towards like analytics.
Yeah, it says
learning.
It says earn a certificate. It says that you can earn a certificate when you complete a course.
Well, there we go. Like I said, this is something that's new to me. There's another thing I was looking at where you could actually just look up, like on whatever your search engine is, where it says you type in Google Analytics, and it actually prompted me to LinkedIn, which I thought was crazy.
Right. No, this is cool though. This is something that's cool. I like this.
Yeah, because if you look up the Google Analytics program through the web, it says, if you go to this webpage, it says Google Analytics Academy. So I don't know if that's just sponsored through Google or... Right. But essentially they have analytics courses for beginners, advanced Google Analytics, Google Analytics for power users, and getting started with Google Analytics 360. I can shoot you this link as well from what I was looking at. I think any resource is going to be a good resource when obtaining like more certificates. Like if you have like more, I think academia to academia or whatever it's called, to back up kind of where you want to go with this. Like I think you kind of have to take the reins and guide yourself to these resources and try to like kind of think what's best for yourself, right, as you move into this.
Well, I think this is excellent. Are you going to do this? Are you going to do this while you're searching for a job, or are you just going to continue to do this?
No, I'm going to continue to do this while I'm searching for a job, and I think like there's a few other things that I would look into. There's courses called Stack Skills or Stack Social, and they have programs that when you sign up for it, you actually obtain like certificates once you complete them, which I thought was pretty cool. And some of the classes run for like $30, and they have like it's basically like, I want to say like a la carte type of thing where you could like do Python, Power BI, advanced pivot tables, things like that. Like you can move into introduction to data analytics with a training course for like $30, and they have like a few other programs on here. But like some of these, you gain like some really good certification. Like it says certification bundle on some of these things. So when you purchase them, like this one is like learn data machine, like what you said you were going into.
Machine learning?
Yeah, machine learning.
Where did you find that out?
They have Stack Social.
Oh, okay.
Stacksocial.com, and like you can go through a few of the courses, and I would definitely look into the some of the bundles that they have there. Like, let me see here. I'm going to type in machine learning. Like, see, this one says pay what you want, the comprehensive machine learning bundle. Right now they have it for $1. And then they have like another one, advanced machine learning with Python, $10. Machine learning for the web. They have a few courses on here. I could send you this one too. Statistics for machine learning, $20. There's a lot of these courses, and there's a few of them. Like this one says the essential. Well, looks like artificial intelligence and machine learning certificate training bundle. So it looks like some of these are tied to. But I definitely look into a couple of the programs where they get you the certifications.
Right.
Like I said, I think at the end of the day, anything kind of helps with when you're stacking skills in order to like brand yourself. I think it would be better to go in with a full like hand of cards in your favor, where it's like you're not just going in with saying like I did this course or I did this. You're going in and you're like, yes, this is what I have, this is what I learned. Set up projects, and do your best to move forward with all this stuff, because that's what my plan is right now, is to kind of keep on bettering myself, do another project, do a couple of actual different projects that hone in more towards maybe an area of data analytics that I want to go into.
Yeah.
Or eventually even pivot into become a data scientist, like just taking the right steps. I gotta learn a few of the ropes before I can just dive into certain areas.
But is that something you wanted to do? Data science is something you wanted to do?
It's interesting, yeah. Like, I mean, in all honesty, I would love to try to, learn more of the coding aspect and try to get my hand in there. But I mean, I got a lot of learning to do. What do you think the difference?
What do you think the difference between data analysts and data science is? I was told that all I had to do was add machine learning to the end of my program, and that would basically propel me for that to be, as a data scientist. You think that's all that matters, or is that the only connection?
I was told that you actually had to have what was it here? I was told you had to have a certain amount of learning within like essentially like the data science is the data studying using statistics, algorithms, and technologies, whereas a business analytics is the statistical study of business. And I think in all honesty, it just means that like if you're going to go into being a data scientist, your coding has to be more in depth when it comes to that area, because you're going to have to know a lot more calculations and how to run things in Python. And I think that the coding aspect is a lot heavier than a data analyst. I think we're going to know how to code versus changing a few things to the coding to make it work in your favor as a data analyst. I don't know if that's 100%. I can't speak to that because I'm not a data scientist, but I mean, let's see. I can read off some of the stuff that I'm looking at right now. it says the first key differences between a data scientist and a data analyst is that while the data analyst deals with solving problems, a data scientist identifies the problems and then solves them. Data analysts are hired by companies in order to solve their business problems. Data analysis do not require communication skills and business acumen. However, a data scientist is required to have a strong storytelling and management skills in order to translate findings into business strategies. Therefore, a data scientist enjoys an active role in the decision-making process of the company.
Well, I don't know. I always thought that like data science was the next step after data analyst, but I think it's more than that. I think it's a little more than that. But I think as a data analyst, if I gained the skills of machine learning, I think that'll be fine as a data analyst. You know, that'll just be you know, something I could put like you know, my level of skills in machine learning. I could just add that with me being a data analyst. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to finish some type of course on data analyst. I mean, I'm sorry, on machine learning. But, you know, I was thinking about Eugene when he said there's like a Harvard course or whatever. So I was going to see if there was one that I could take, and have that on my resume. I think that'll be good, since this graduation seems to not be what I expected it to be. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, so I think that'll be good. I'm gonna put that on my list to try and get a Harvard course in.
Yeah, I mean, I still think there's nothing wrong with it. One thing I would suggest though is to do some R learning. I know Jonathan sent a link like a while ago. I'll have to look through some of the stuff that I had.
Yeah.
But I know that he was saying like some companies require R and some companies don't. So I mean, it's just going to come down to the personal preferences of the companies and how you move forward with that. Because I think some people will actually, like, if you're a candidate that they're actually going out for and they want to have you come to the company, I think that it would benefit them to also have you do some R learning before you get a job there. Yeah,
I've read some things on R learning as well. You know, as far as being compared to Python, like the things that once you do combine the two or you know, compare the two, you know, as far as coding goes. But yeah, I that's a good idea too, to have some R learning in there. But I think that's gonna be my next step in the next couple of weeks, is to try and see about another course for machine learning, because that was something I was supposed to do towards the end of this program, you know. But I think it'll be fine. I'm just gonna move on. I'm still optimistic about it. I'm not gonna worry about it, because like I said, that's what makes a champion. And I'm definitely a champion, because I've definitely overcome some battles and overcome some competitions. I know that I have, so I'm not even worried about it. But anyway, okay, so yeah, thanks for sharing that information.
I sent you another link as well.
Yeah, I see. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, it's the data scientist versus the data analyst. Just sharing some of those resources that I'm looking at.
Right. So data scientist is more in operations, and data analyst is more of looks like a data analyst is more of an administrative role as far as data goes. And data science is more of an operational role, which I get that. I understand that. So, which I'm good though. I'm good at administrative work, so I'm fine with that. Yeah, but I wanted to also tell you, I seen this commercial last night. It was a CPAP commercial. It was like a CPAP control group, like a AA meeting or whatever. But it was like for CPAP, for people who use CPAP. And they had like these masks and these tubes on and stuff like that. This guy was like, no, use this product, whatever the product was for the commercial. And they were like, oh, really? No more masks? No more tubes? I was like, oh my God, we're just talking about a CPAP machine.
Oh, yeah. I think I seen that, but I didn't pay too much mind to it. I think they actually, I don't know if they implant something in you or what, but I just was like, I was like, nah, I'm all right.
That was kind of weird, right? Because he had like a car phobe, like for like your car alarm or whatever. Like he had one of those things, like you like turn it on or something is inside your body. I was like, what is that? I was like, no thanks. I don't think that's something I would want.
No. I mean, for the people that would be down for that, more power to you. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I'm all right. I am all right.
You're like, I'd rather deal with the external mask and tube.
Yeah, I haven't had a surgery yet. I don't plan on getting the surgery. I'm from the old school where you don't go to the doctor unless you died.
Yeah. Oh man, no. No, but hey, I got this. I had got the filter yesterday, right? The purifier. I got it yesterday, and I think it works. I think it works good. Like I was able to sleep. I mean, without my nose being all clogged up last night. I mean, it was like I was breathing kind of, purely. But the app still had me snoring on there. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I should play this. I don't know if I should play this on here, but it's so weird. Like one of the recordings sounded like somebody was shaking something in the recording. It was so crazy. I was like, what is that? I don't know if let me see if I could find it. No, I don't. That's okay. I don't want to play me snoring on here.
It's like one of those old school cartoons where you breathe in and the shades come floating towards you. You breathe out, and it's like
yeah. Like I was like, what is that? I was like, okay, I can hear my snore, but what is that other sound in there? I'm gonna play it once I stop this recording. I'm gonna play it for you so you can hear it. The only reason I want to play it now is I don't want people to hear me snore. I don't want to put me snoring on here. That's kind of weird. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I mean, it's not like you don't snore with a CPAP machine. You still, there's still times when you do snore. I still get told that I snore, but it's like more controlled and like it's not as loud. So, I mean, I recommend anyone out there that's having breathing problems at night or, because essentially what it's doing is it's like you have filters that you change out for it, and then you also have like essentially it's like an air purifier, but also it's a humidifier that's getting blown into your lungs, so you're not breathing in nothing but dry air, which is causing that reverberation there in your throat. And like you're not closing up your air ducts when you're breathing. So I mean, it's kind of like it's very helpful. I think I suggest anyone out there that's having issues to take a look at it. Do a sleep study.
Right.
Give it a month. Once you receive your machine, give it a month. And once it kind of steadies out, because in the middle of the night when I first started out, I was ripping my mask off. Now I can't sleep without it. So I mean, that tells you like if I notice in the middle of the night when it's not working right.
Yeah.
My mouth's all dry, I'm snoring, waking myself up. If I have it on there right, I sleep through the night. Wake up feeling good. So That's all I could ask for, especially after doing the study. I mean, like I said, it took me a good month to a month and a half to get used to sleeping with this device on my face.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have
a lot of trial and error.
I think this solved the problem for me with that air purifier. I really did. I mean, now I can keep the door closed, so I don't have people peeking in here and stuff like that. So I think it's good. But I gotta call these people about these alarms. I'm so tired of the beeping noise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but okay. So I think I'm gonna end this recording here. Thank you for coming on my show, Dale. You've been very informational, as always.
Thanks for having me.
So yeah. Appreciate you coming. I'm gonna cut it off. Bye for now.
Again.
Bye. Okay, I'd like to say congratulations to the pre-grads. Congratulations. And congratulations to the 2020 grads as well, because that was a tough year. So, if you're graduating, you're pre-grad, 2020 graduate, whatever, just congratulations to the graduates. Congratulations to the freshmen in high school or college. Hang in there, it's worth it, trust me. I completed my program for data analytics, and I did gain the skills I intended to. I'm moving on to machine learning. I'm on to the next project that I'll be doing, and I'm still a champion. So, yeah, that's what it is. And you can find my projects on LinkedIn. You can find one of my workbooks on GitHub. Well, my collab notebook on GitHub. So, I'll provide those URLs maybe in the description. And I'll be providing them in episodes as well, so that way you can get to them and see the things that I've done. All right, bye. Okay, so now we're connected.
It's working. It's working.
Echo?
I don't hear an echo.
Okay, good. Yeah, it works. Okay, so this is, I guess, a class and data immersion course we took. And he's a good friend. Seems like so far. So far, he's a good friend. So I'm just gonna ask you like a question about your course, and then we can move on to whatever we want to talk about. You have to leave your audio.
What do you mean I have to leave my audio?
On your thing.
My audio is through my speaker, or not through my speakers, but through my microphone.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, that should be better now.
I had no other audio coming through.
Okay, so I think it's better now. Okay, so now, obviously this is my first time doing a podcast, so it's a little rough on this, but it's still so good. I still like it.
Wait, you're going in and out and echoing though.
Huh?
I said you're going in and out and echoing.
I'm echoing.
For some reason, your voice pops with a loud distortion, and then it goes super quiet, like you're put like across the room, and then it comes back in, and then you're loud again. So it keeps moving in and out your data or your voice. So it's like,
I don't know. I think it might be fine. I think we're just gonna do this, and then
okay.
And then I'll fix it afterwards. Did you leave the waiting room?
Yes.
Well, why'd you do that? Okay, so it's fine. Okay, so anyway, so welcome to Native Proof. my podcast. Dale.
Well, thank you for having me.
Cool. Okay, so the first question. Let me make sure I get through this before you get sleepy again or something. You want to go to sleep or go get some food or something. Okay. So, how was graduation?
It was good. It was a little stressful. It had a little bit of ups and downs, and like you said from the last time we talked, just to be optimistic about things.
Yeah.
Had to move forward with thinking that everything was going to turn out a-okay, which it did in the long run. I had to jump through a few hurdles, but for the most part, I'm satisfied with it. I'm just looking for next steps and trying to obtain a job now.
Right. So I think the little optimism section that we shared worked, huh?
Well, yeah. I mean, you put that positive energy out there. It's supposed to come back to you, right? Eventually, like the boomerang effect, right?
Yeah. So good. I'm glad for you. So yeah. you spent it was a 4-month program, and you finally made it. So what's your next step? What now?
Well, currently, right now, I'm just surfing LinkedIn, Indeed, setting up my profile through Hunter right now, and just looking through some of the resources that I have at my disposal. I'm actually planning on taking another course here to get another certificate. So then that way I can kind of like get a little bit further with my understanding. I don't want to come in to a situation where I'm biting more than I can chew, because a lot of the jobs are asking for like 3 to 5 years or even up to 7 years of knowing the ins and outs of some of this stuff. When you look at jobs, it's kind of daunting because it's like you just finished this course and you're looking to showcase your skills that you learned while at the program. I'm going to keep working I'm going to grab some more data off the internet. I'm going to scrub it. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to submit another project, with Python. I'm going to do some Excel work. Oh, sorry about this. But overall, just like, just working with what I learned, trying to get my skills up and trying to, kind of hit the ground running when it comes to these things. I think it is a good aim for me right now. Another project, not a capstone, but another project.
This is the end. Glad you came. Enjoy your next 24 hours. Stay hater proof.